Good evening, everybody. How are we? Good. Hello, hello. I am so happy you were able to join us this evening, and in the midst of all of your finals and your papers and everything you else have going on. If you've watched the screen earlier, there are actually over 500 first-generation graduates this year in our ceremony, and so I'm glad they aren't here because I couldn't fit them in the room. So welcome to our third annual first-generation courting ceremony at Salem State University. My name is Matthew Chetnick, and I am proud to serve as the Assistant Dean for Student Success and the First Year Experience. As a first-generation college graduate myself, I'm honored to join you for this moment to celebrate being first in your family to achieve a degree. I very personally understand what it has taken each of you to get to this day, and I hope that you take pride in all you have accomplished during your time here at the university. As first-generation college students, you have navigated this experience without the generational knowledge and insights that other students were able to take advantage of. While your families and support networks have been able to provide you motivation, a moral compass, and guidance to overcome a wide range of challenges, there were probably moments that they couldn't be as helpful. Having not received a bachelor's degree themselves, they may not have fully understood the financial processes or the amount of time and research that was required for just that 10-page paper. They may not have understood why you needed to go to an evening lecture related to a class topic instead of helping with childcare, or why it was important to support your fellow students at an event in Starbucks. But what they did understand was that you had a dream to understand was what they lost my place. A dream which in the next few weeks is turning into a reality as you prepare to walk across that graduation stage. In this room are students who began their journey as freshmen here at Salem State University, with your first assignment being to read Tell Me Who You Are, the first year reading experience selection that year, which I'll come to later. There are transfer students who didn't join us in reading that book, but who found their way to Salem State after realizing their first decision perhaps didn't fit them as well as we do. And there are graduate students who have already achieved their bachelor's, who are continuing to celebrate the accomplishment with us today, and were inspired to continue their education, which I hope all of you will do. And Salem State is an amazing place to do that. Each of you has told us who you are during your time here, through your words, your actions, your engagement with many of the opportunities presented to you by faculty, staff, and external partners. Each of you found your fit here, and each of you has inspired all of us who work at the institution. You're exactly why all of us got into this profession. You represent a bright future and an inspiration for all of the first-generation students who are following in your footsteps. The college experience is not one that we should take for granted, and it is something that has remarkable power to change the very course of both individual and societal future for the better. I'd now like to welcome our Provost and Academic Vice President, Dr. David Silva, to the podium to bring you greetings.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Matthew, for the introduction, and thank you all for being here this evening. It is an important event to attend. I am David Silva. I'm the Provost and Academic Vice President, and on behalf of President John Keenan, who is traveling tonight, want to bring greetings from him and the entire leadership, the faculty, and the staff here at Salem State. Matthew mentioned something about himself that I think it's important. Matthew's a first-gen student himself. So am I. So is President Keenan, and so are more than half of the leadership team. Yeah, I see a couple of them sitting over there. Yes, yeah, woohoo! I want to say that because there's a level at which I identify with you. Several years earlier, I was sitting in seats just like this, and I remember what it was like to have parents who loved me unconditionally, supported me as best they could, and were frustrated themselves because they didn't exactly know the kind of advice to give me. And I struggled terribly my first 3 semesters of college. It was very hard. I wasn't as fully prepared as I should have been. And I remember calling home and feeling really upset, and my mom just not knowing what to do. I was lucky that I had 2 roommates at the time, both of whom have had parents and grandparents who had attended a university. And they talked with me, and I guess I did a little bit of an intervention. And they sent me to, they encouraged me to go to a counselor, and I did. And I maybe had 4 or 5 or 6 visits with that counselor and figured out a few things. And the most important thing I figured out was I had every right to be where I was. Because you see, I often thought, was I supposed to be here? Should this be me? Like, I'm just this goofy kid from Medford whose mom and dad are immigrants to the United States, whose first language is not English. How did I get here? But I realized there was a lot I had to figure out on my own. So as I say, my parents loved me unconditionally, weren't quite sure what to do. I was lucky enough to earn my degree and get to go to graduate school right away. And when I was in graduate school, they gave me this fellowship for my first 2 years, which involved paying all my tuition and a living stipend. And when I told my parents about this is really great, their response was, "Are you sure? This sounds like a shady deal. Like, is this for real?" And again, I understand today where they're coming from. They're looking out for me, but they had no idea how graduate school worked and what these opportunities might be. My parents are still with us. They live in the house I grew up in Medford, and I can still tell you that they love me unconditionally. And my mom calls me and my husband the boys. And I am hopeful that you had people along your way, and I suspect you did, who loved you unconditionally, who helped you the best they could, and know that how proud they are of you. It's been a couple of tough weeks in higher education in the United States right now. And there have been days where it's been hard to come to work, because what I hear around me sometimes is the work we're doing is somehow bad. That diversity is bad. That equality is bad. That leveling the playing field is somehow wrong. So I'm really grateful to you all for being here tonight, because you remind me why I do what I do and why I've done it for these many years. So, congratulations to you all. Parents, family members, friends, you should be extremely proud of your graduates. But more importantly, graduates, you should be really proud of yourselves and own that. And with that, I'm going to do something really creepy, which is I'm going to have to leave because I have 2 more events to go to tonight. Did I mention my boss is out of town? And so like he said, David, do these 3. So anyway, again, thank you. Congratulations. Be proud. Own it. And thank you for giving me a purpose in my life. Thanks.
Thank you, Provost Silva, for those words. And I have to say that I did say to his office, if he can't make it because he's not going to get to his next event on time with Salem traffic, that's okay, I can find someone else. And he said, no, I will be here and I will be late to that event. So you stack up, you rank. So next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Damien Boutian, the Assistant Director for the Office of Student Success and the First Year Experience, who oversees our First Generation Student Success Center. Damien?
Good evening, everybody. Well, it is truly a pleasure to be here with you this evening and celebrate your upcoming graduation. Well, so this journey that you undertook 2, 3, 4 years ago brought you to this moment. Today, your time and your efforts are being recompensed in many ways. Your hard work is recognized today with some things that very few possess and that you are the first to obtain a college degree. So what does that mean? Your degree is not just a piece of paper or a line on your resume. It is, most importantly, a reflection of your personal growth. You've gained critical thinking skills, communication skills, leadership skills, teamwork skills, the list goes on and on. The point is that you have grown immeasurably during your time here at Salem State. And you have grown, most importantly, on the path that you have set yourself. Your degree also means that from this day forth, the entire world recognizes that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. that you are the ones from now on who will make things happen in our society. So thank you for what you brought, and thank you for what you will bring to our world in future. Speaking of society, much has been made of the value of a college degree. Is it worth it? Is it worth the expense, the hardship, the time investment? Why do I need a piece of paper to prove my worth? You are all worthy. Let us be clear, you are now part of a very select group of people. According to the Census Bureau of this year, only 35% of individuals aged 25 and older have a college bachelor degree. So less than 40% of adults hold a college degree, and you are now part of that group. We know that, particularly for first-generation students, a college degree is going to give you a higher salary over your lifetime. It is going to give you more mobility in your career. We know that your earnings will be significantly greater than those without a degree. Data shows us also that people with bachelor's degree or higher report that they feel more empowered, more fulfilled in their lives. So we're talking here about happiness, about fulfillment, about carving the path that you decide for yourself. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a French author, said in his novel La Citadelle in 1948, si tu veux comprendre le mot bonheur, il faut l'entendre comme récompense et non comme un but. That translates to truly understand happiness, you should think of it as a recompense, not as a goal. Today, please hold close every ounce of happiness, because it is something that you have gained for yourself. And it is a beginning, it is not just the end state of your career here at Salem State. I also want to recognize that your effort has not been conducted in isolation. You were not alone in this path. You have had the support of peers, of role models, mentors, faculty, staff, friends. Most importantly, you have had the support of your family. For many of you, those supporters are here in the room or watching online, and others might be looking at you here in spirit. So I wonder if you could collectively all get up and thanks and recognize those people that have supported you all through this journey. Thank you. So again, congratulations, immense congratulations on your accomplishment today. We hope to see you return to campus, help us inspire future first-generation students as they embarked on the path that you have had a part in forging. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Damien. I appreciate your words and the work that you do to support and expand resources for first-generation students at Salem State. I mentioned some of you may want to consider graduate school. I will do a shameless plug. You know, you give me a microphone, I'll give a shameless plug. Our first-generation Student Success Center hires coaches to work with incoming first-generation students. We pay for your graduate tuition, and we give you a stipend while you are working here, so it's a great opportunity. So if you're interested, go see Damien. He will talk to you about those opportunities afterwards. So speaking of supporters, I'm also now honored to bring to the podium the Assistant Dean for the Center for Accessible Academic Resources, Lisa Bebo.
Good evening. Is it coming out? Yes, no? Yeah. You can, thank you. Yeah? Talk louder. Okay, I will try. I will pretend that I'm projecting to my children. They will tell you I'm very loud. But I would like to wish you all a very heartfelt congratulations. It is truly an honor to It is truly an honor to introduce a member of the class of 2025, Waladeen Hunain, a healthcare studies major with a minor in biology. I first met Waladin in his sophomore year while he was playing soccer at SSU. And we crossed paths again in the BHS 401 Healthcare and Disabilities course, where I saw firsthand what a dedicated student he truly is. This semester, Waladin expressed interest in an internship at CAR alongside his fellow student, Emmy Pina. Together, they have dived into research to uncover barriers facing students accessing the center with an eye towards creating solutions and change. Waladin approached this project with the same passion and vigor I imagine he did on the field or the pitch. We are so very proud of him in the CAR Center, and I am incredibly proud that he has been a part of this institution and has been able to give back as he has. It's also my absolute pleasure to introduce our student speaker this evening, Waladin Hussein.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Good? Okay. I'm incredibly honored to be here today as a first-generation college student and also as a member of the Salem State University community. My story began in Morocco, where I was born, and where my father made a life-changing decision for our family. In the year 2000, he was one of the few selected in a USA visa lottery, which was an opportunity granted to just a small number of people each year. He came here alone, determined to build a better life for us, and my mom and I stayed behind for a few years, but in 2005, we finally joined him. When we got here, my parents worked incredibly hard to give me and my siblings what we needed in life. My dad worked long hours as a banquet server at a hotel, and my mom, she took on whatever she could get. It wasn't easy, but they always made it work for us. They didn't just provide, they sacrificed. My parents made sure I had access to the kind of education and cultural grounding that they knew would shape my future. I went to a private Islamic school in Methuen for elementary school, which was an experience that gave me both structure and a strong cultural foundation. They could have settled for less, but instead, they gave me more than I could ask for. Stability, values, and every opportunity to dream. They also made sure that I had time for my passions. I've loved soccer for as long as I can remember. They always supported that love. They attended every single game, took me to every single practice, and always cheered me on from the sidelines. By the end of high school, I was being recognized by Division I schools, as well as the New England Revolution Academy. But just before college, I tore my ACL at 17, which sidelined me for 9 months, forcing me to miss my freshman year, and it broke me. But it also taught me that sometimes our greatest lessons come from the moments that we don't expect. After attending Northern Essex and Revere University, I found my home here at Salem State. I was able to be a part of the soccer team, and it was just a coming home for me. My passion for soccer is what led me to my educational path and to this incredible university. Life threw another curveball at me. I suffered a concussion that ultimately ended my soccer journey. It was devastating, but it pushed me to focus more deeply on my academics. That's when my journey through the healthcare studies program truly began to take shape. The courses, the passionate faculty, and the real-world lessons I've learned have shaped my vision for the future, and I now see a possibility of taking my education even further. My story might be unique in its details, but I believe it reflects everything we all share: the obstacles, setbacks, and the sacrifices that ultimately brought us to this moment. Every one of us had to push through something, and that's what makes this achievement so powerful. To my fellow first-gen students, we all know that this road wasn't easy, but it's the faith in ourselves and the support from those who stood beside us that got us here. For me, that includes my incredible parents. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for your sacrifices. And thank you for never giving up on me. To my brother and my sister, never forget what they've given us. Keep striving, and keep pushing. To the entire Salem State community, thank you for becoming a part of my journey. I hope to carry this experience along with my family's faith and love into everything I do next. This is what drives us as first-generation students, the desire to succeed and the grit to never give up. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We did it, and thank you.
Thank you, Waladeen. If you represent our population of first-generation students, then this world is in very good hands. So thank you for being on this journey with us. All right, we're now getting into that moment where this is not about us talking, where it's about you all, where you're going to get your honor cord to signify your first-generation identity to wear as you walk across that graduation stage. 4 years ago, staff from the First Year Experience Office met with a group of first-generation students to discuss the possibility of offering these cords at commencement. We were perhaps a strange office for students to approach, as we had not yet established our center under the FYE umbrella, but it was perhaps because we believe strongly in recognizing and honoring others. That team of students did their research, as any good college students would do, and after discovering that there was not a national color for first-generation cords, explored their options, polled their peers, and ultimately chose silver as the color of the cord you receive today. Now, why silver? Various colors have various meanings, but silver has some which speak to the first-generation experience. It is symbolic of wealth, prosperity, success, and good fortune. Silver represents new beginnings and fresh starts. What better way to send you out into the world post-graduation than with good fortune and fresh starts? Silver is a color which is said to calm, heal, restore, and enlighten the mind and the body, if you look at Band-Aids, inspiring intuition and reflection and illuminating the way forward. The silver chakra is the seventh of the chakras and represents enlightenment and higher consciousness, which just opens us up to new ideas and opportunities. No matter what challenges one may face, there's always that silver lining. Some say that the color silver is also a sign from the universe that we are on the right path. Thus, a silver cord laden with many meanings. As you receive the cord today, I hope you know how proud we all are of your accomplishments, how honored we are that you chose this institution. Some of you of your first choice, some of you as your third or more, surrounded by your fellow first-gen students, and we hope that you all have learned here, what you've learned here brings you great success. Hold tightly to your cord and let it inspire you on graduation day and beyond. I do want to take a moment to recognize someone in our virtual audience who has made this experience and all of our initiatives possible. Dr. Lee Brossois, who's the Assistant Vice President of the Center for Academic Excellence, is also a first-generation student and a member of Tri Alpha, our first-generation honor society here at the university. He's been a tireless advocate and supporter of first-gen initiatives for more than 30 years at Salem State, and he is retiring in several months. He's watching us on the interwebs while cheering you on. Normally he's here shouting and screaming quite loudly. And so we can't express enough appreciation for all of his efforts. Okay, so here we go. This is how this is gonna work. When it is time, we will be asking you by row to rise, go down this aisle, and line up on this side of the room. At traditional events and ceremonies, someone would read your name to recognize you. However, that feels somewhat incongruent with what we're doing today. As a first-generation college student, you have had to find your voice and use that voice to advocate for yourself and others on a daily basis. Your voice is a powerful tool that we are not going to diminish today. In fact, we're going to amplify it. So we will ask that you proudly and loudly announce yourself. That can be by simply stating your name, or your name and who this moment is in honor of. Who have you done this for today? It could be simply Matthew Chetnick. Don't say my name. There's some jokers in this room. I'm looking at you. Do not say my name. You could say Matthew Chetnick, Shea Shabuim, which is in Polish, or E llegado, in Spanish, I have arrived. We want to hear your pride and enthusiasm because this is a celebration after all. Helping us today are several individuals I want to recognize and thank. Megan Wigton, who's our Assistant Director for FYE, is going to be holding the microphone for you and handing it to you before you walk across here. Carolyn Tracy from our exploratory program, our assistant director, will be giving you a class of 2025 pin that you are welcome to affix to your robes for graduation. And then Logan Austin, one of our success coaches, will be standing next to the white banner over here where our professional photographer will take your photo before you return to your seat. We're also excited to have Lisa Bibo and Damien again help us cord you as you walk across the front area. The photos that we take will be available online within the next week or so watch your Salem State email. I will send you the link. In addition, I will also send you the link to this ceremony, which is recorded if you have any family or friends who want to watch you walk across. On each of your chairs, you found a small sign that says, "Proud to be a first-gen graduate." You are welcome to bring that with you for your photo, or you can leave it and take photos after the event. We will be around to take photos all around the room for you. All right, with that, I'm going to ask our first row to stand up and come this way.
Hey, you're first. We'll wait for some folks to line up, and then you'll just take the mic and say your name. And anything you want to say is follow up.
I just came out of work, have no suit on.
Don't worry, that's totally fine. All right, ready? Come on up.
Testing, what's up? Hi, everybody. My name is Gordini Doret, and I'm a first generation student. And I'm doing this for just for my family. They immigrated here from Haiti. They came to Haiti, came to Boston, and they gave me this opportunity to just to thrive and just to be the best version of myself, and also be, I don't know, just continue to improve myself. And I really hope that I make my mom proud and all that. That's it.
Just wait for her to pass.
Hello, my name is Abby Meneses del Compare. I am a grad student. Woo! And 30 more days. And I did this for my family, myself, my friends, and a little bit out of spite for whenever people said that I couldn't do it.
Hello everyone, my name is Freddie. I'm also a graduate student here, so I'm getting my master's in 30 days. And I'm doing this for my friends, my family, and I just want to thank all my coworkers and everyone who has supported me.
Don't look at me. Hi, everyone. My name is Giselle Noyola. I'm doing this for my kids. I have 3 kids. I came here in the fall of 2021, and I was 9 months pregnant, and here I am, graduating. Yay!
Hello everyone. My name is Keith, and I'm a first-time graduate. And I really want to dedicate this to my friends, my family, and most especially my mom, for words of encouragement and, making me come to college and like Judgment Day for the whole 3 years. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Renee Kenny. I dedicate this to my parents who adopted me from Guatemala when I was only 8 months old. They raised me being an independent woman. I'm an only child, so I'm used to dealing with stuff on my own, and that they lend my support most of the time. So I dedicate this to them.
Hello, my name is Maria Diaz. I'm going to dedicate this to my parents who are not here because I'm a Madison student, and to my family in the Dominican Republic, and to myself because I worked really hard for it.
Hi, my name is Scott Pula, and I am doing this for my dad, who is no longer with me, but his last wish was that I made it through college.
Hello, my name is Samantha Doyle Day, and this is dedicated to my parents who always allow me to do the best in life and give me 110%.
Hello everyone, my name is James, and today I would like to honor my grandmother, my dad, my mom. They are the reason why I'm here today, so I'm proud. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Elsie Pichardo. I dedicate this to my family, most importantly my parents, and my 2 younger sisters who look up to me every day.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajane Walls. I am a first gen and I'm a resident assistant at the school. And I wouldn't have been here without my 2 amazing parents, my 2 amazing baby brothers. And they have always guided me with their love and their support. And for my parents, you have done so much for me. You have served your country. I love you so much.
Hi, my name is Nicole Bassett, and this is in honor of my parents. So I know we're watching at home. Thank you for loving and supporting me. I love you so much.
Hi, my name is Rachel McGovern, and I'm doing this for my family, my parents, and at the end of the day, myself.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Tibbetts, and I'm doing this for my family and my sister who's no longer here with me, and also just thanks to my friends that I made here at college who are now my family too.
Hello everybody, I'm Shaka, and I'm dedicating this to my parents who immigrated from Bangladesh and my sister who look up to me every day. My younger sister.
Hello, my name is Luis Alessandro Clara Vargas. I do this for my family because without them I wouldn't be here today. And thanks to them I have everything I want in life.
Hello, my name is Sienna J. Figueroa. I wouldn't be half the person I am today without my parents. Thank thank you so much for giving me this life. And thank you to every single person in my support system. I know now that this will not be the hardest thing I will ever accomplish. It will not be the only thing I will ever accomplish. But thanks to you all, I know that I can get through it, and I'm proud of myself and honored. I love you.
Hi, my name is Etsy Wally, and I'm doing this for my family, especially for my mom. Ma, te quiero mucho. Esto es para ti.
Hello, my name is Eileen Bautista. I dedicate my degree to my mom, my family, myself, and I thank God for guiding me through this journey.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Arlen. I say dedicate this to my parents who are not here today, but my sister, especially because she's over in history.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniela. My mom and my God have been my motivation in earning my healthcare studies degree. My mom has taught me the value of hard work and compassion, while my God showed me that serving others brings true purpose. Their guidance inspires me to help and keep striving for greater blessings. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name's Erin. I'd like to thank my parents who are over there. They've let me live out every dream I've ever had, and I love them.
Hello, my name is Haley Cruz, and I'm doing this for my mom, my tete, and my Ella. I love you guys so much, and thank you for everything.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? My name is Darling Hernandez, and I would like to dedicate this to my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here today.
Hi, my name is Asmi Prince, and I'd like to dedicate this moment to my mom and dad and my brothers. I love them, and they've been my biggest supporters, and I love them so.
Hello everyone, my name is Annie Villa. This today goes to my family, my friends, and my professors who lifted me up and made me who I am today. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nicole Alves, and I would just like to say thank you so much to my mine.
Hello, my name is Laura Tui, and welcome, not welcome, I said congratulations to all of you, and good job not waiting as long as I did to go and get your college degree is what I was trying to say. Thank you to Julie Whitlow, who gave me an opportunity through Project Sail, and thank you to my husband, who I can't look at, I'll cry.
Hi, I'm Atia Haynes. I'm a first generation student here at Salem State. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through my degree, as well as Dr. Megan Murphy for supporting me and allowing me to be part of a bigger project and writing a textbook with her.
Hello, my name is Felicia Pichardo, and I'm grateful to be here with the support of my family, my best friend, my boyfriend, as well as the staff that I've been able to work with here, as well as the campus community. Thank you.
My name is Jade Cruz. I did this for my family and overall most of my mom. If it wasn't for her, I definitely would not be here today. So thank you and I love you.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm dedicating this to my mom. Gracias, mami.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy Pena. I would dedicate this to my mom, to my uncle, and to my oldest brother. Professor people.
Hello everyone, I'm Ida Perez. I'm the youngest of three, but first gen graduate. And this is my mom, who is my mom and my dad.
Hi, my name is Ray, and I want to say thank you to my family, my boyfriend for supporting me, and thank you to Salem State for all the opportunities you've given me.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Cruz. I'm a first gen like everybody else. This is for my mom, my single mom, my little brother. Sorry, Jojo, you might just have to pay for college now.
Hi, my name is Johalit Sabilais, and I want to thank my mom, who, like someone said earlier, is my mom and my dad, and this is for my sibling, my little brother specifically, and my nieces, to say that they can do it too. Hello everyone, my name is Shantae Williams, and I would definitely like to dedicate this to my parents, because starting during 2020 was not easy, but they definitely believed in me and pushed me through.
My name is Liz Duarte, and this is for my parents. We didn't always have much, but the one thing I never lacked was love. Thank you for everything.
Hi, my name is Zoe Jansen. Mainly I'm doing this for myself and for everyone who told me I couldn't make it as an artist, but I wouldn't be able to be here today without the support of my friends and my family, Zayden, my parents, my siblings, and then my girlfriend who just passed as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Zayden Jansen, and the biggest reason I am getting my degree is for myself as a queer, trans, and non-binary person. In the biology field, there's not a lot of us, and I just want to prove that queer people can do it, but I also want to thank my lovely family and friends who've become family along the way while here. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Tavares. I want to thank this moment to my family, especially my mom and my dad. They made a lot of sacrifices for me to be here today, so yeah.
Hey guys, it's me again. I want to thank you all one more time for coming here and sitting through my speech. But of course I'm doing this for my family.
Perfect, thank you. Wonderful, thank you so much, everyone. Another round of applause for everybody. Congratulations. All right. As we close, I want to share a passage from that book, Tell Me Who You Are, that many of you read as freshmen. Edited by 2 high school seniors during a gap year where they traveled the country before going to college, interviewing people from all walks of life, Tell Me Who You Are started with a Cherokee saying shared by Oyoka from Tahlequah, Oklahoma. In our traditional way of life, we believe that I don't tell you who you are. You tell me who you are, and that is who you are. During your time at Salem State University, each of you has shared your evolving story. You've told us who you are. We've laughed and cried with you, felt joy and sorrow with every accomplishment and challenge you've experienced. Who you are today, whether you realize it or not, has changed significantly. You have become more prepared to go into this world in your chosen fields of study and make a difference in small and large ways, needed now more than ever. Conversely, the very last words of the book are, thank you for always being a reminder that we have so much to be grateful for. We are who we are because of you. No truer words could have been written about the university's feelings when it comes to you as graduates of this institution. We would not be without you. As first-gen graduates, the possibilities are endless. You are not governed by the status quo. Remember that. You are not governed by the average. Remember that. You are not governed by the norm. Remember that. You have the opportunity to take your identity as first in your family and not only achieve spectacular results, but change the very fabric of our society. We desperately need people like you who care about those results, who care about the people around them, and who see the possibilities and refuse to accept anything else than lifting others up and excellence. As you take these next steps, I hope you will not forget the positive moments at Salem State, and perhaps come back to us. Help us guide, advise, and mentor the next generation of first-generation students who are breaking barriers and becoming the first in their families to earn this degree. This is our challenge to you. So congratulations, everyone. We can't wait to see you in a month at, who said 30 days, 20 days, 30 days, 30 days? At commencement, 20 days, got it, 25, 30, 40, you want 40? No. Okay, we are gonna see you. Have a good evening. Our staff will be around at the different photo opportunities if you would like us to take pictures of you or your family members together. I ask you please be careful of the Salem letters. They are made out of foam board and they will fall, so don't lean on them. All right, congratulations and have a good night.